Hey, what is going on, everybody? Jason Bell here. Hope you are doing fantastic. If I'm coming in loud and clear, just give me a holler. Let me know how I am coming in. If you can hear me just fine, let me know where you're calling in from as well. It is, I think, around 70-ish degrees here in good old sunny Isles, Florida. Um, Hope you are doing good as well. Let's see, we got Sandy in the house in Maine. Sandy, congrats. I've been seeing some of the things you've been doing. I think you just landed your second client with the local growth system. So awesome there, man, and keep it up. We got Mr. Bill here. Good, 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 good. Loud and clear. I know where you're at, all the way in sunny San Diego, right? We got John representing LA. Good stuff. Good to see you. Daniel is here, Northern California. Congrats to you, Daniel. I've been seeing you've been doing a lot of things as well, man, and getting things situated. I appreciate the insight on some of the systems we've been setting up. So, yeah, Ben said can't see my screen yet. You'll be seeing it in just a little bit. Bill says 79 here in Florida's first coast. I love it, love it, love it. Well, you all, we're gonna go ahead and get started in just a moment here, and sometimes like those adages, like this person we're introducing, needs no introduction. Seriously though, seriously, I think everyone here is familiar with the individual I'm going to introduce to you today, and someone that I don't just consider a working partner, but a friend. Brian is just as solid as a guy as you could get, and someone that I look up to in a lot of ways. I don't even think Brian knows I looked up to him in the way that I do, just from a business standpoint and how he just does business, and from a family standpoint, how he takes care of family and as a family person, and a lot of just he's impacted my life in a lot of ways as I was coming up in this space, with marketing and then transition from agency to just different things online. So, but anyhow, today is all about you. And what you're going to learn today is just a lot of strategies of what's working now. I think many of you all know one of the what I would consider the lowest hanging fruit of getting clients is cold email. But there's so much nuance inside of doing that and being able to reach the inbox and not reach spam. And with all the different Google changes that have come about, that is impacting your ability to reach your ideal audience. And then exactly what do you say and how do you go about it? And like how can you take this great thing, from email marketing, a channel to get business and do it in a way that yields results. And one thing you're going to learn today from Brian, I don't want to go over in detail what he's going to cover, but you're going to see a lot of real proof, a lot of real stats, and then just actionable strategies of what's working now that can assist you in your business growth. So, but ultimately, it's all about getting more business and getting more clients. So, anyhow, without further ado, Mr. Brian Anderson, are you here?
Hey, Jason. Yeah, I am, man. Thank you for having me. I'm grateful to be here, and man, really good to catch up. Good to chat pre-call for sure.
Yeah, likewise, man. It's been a while. I know you said before we were on the call, you've been out of the internet marketing space for a little bit, man, and
Right?
you're
And
just getting back
been a
on this
minute. Is
side.
that the phrase? I think it's been a minute. Let me see if I can figure out how to see. I can't even do go to webinar right. Look at this. Uh, how about presenter view? Let's try. There we go. That's a better version. All right, you guys. Well, Jason, you're very kind, and I'm going to hold you to that lunch coming up. I'm definitely going to be down there in a few weeks, so
Yeah,
I'll reach
man.
out, and I think I'm only going to be like 10 minutes from where you are. I don't think it's much more than 10, 15 minutes. So let's do that. But
Yeah.
I'm going to just jump in, and you guys, what we're going to do today is I'm not going to do a lot of the about me stuff. I did throw some pictures on in a couple slides, but it's literally like 2 minutes, maybe a minute. So let's just do it, and we'll dive into this and see if it kind of resonates or makes sense. Give me a one if you can hear me okay. I think you can because Jason can hear me, but just give me a one really fast, and we'll get this thing rocking. Let's see, you guys. All right, awesome. Thank you, Sandy Smith. And oh yeah, they're all streaming in. All right, Sandy was first, so. All right, 31 years in internet marketing. Well, kinda. I started flipping domains in '94, so I guess that's 30. But 31 years in marketing, corporate, internet, whatever. And I started thinking that I really should find like a picture every 3 to 5 years, and it would be a great intro. But this is from, I just grabbed some pictures that I pulled off my laptop over the years, and this is with some guys. That's EBR and Mike Lance and Jason. You know these guys, and it looks like Val Duvall and Mark in the background, I think. I don't know where we are. We're San Diego, I think. This is one of the webinar cons, and you got Ty and Phil Same and Ron Douglas there in the front and a whole host of people. And I do this stuff. It's just, man, over time, it kind of all changes. But you know what? The goal of a lot of internet marketing, you guys, is to get out of the corporate-y feel and make money, you know, in your own way. Like in this picture, I got shorts on, right? I mean, I'm wearing shorts. I'm having a great time. Maybe not as much fun as Tim Castleman over there, but I'm having a good time. David Sprague, you may know, Todd, Nick Ponte. Here's Jason. Jason, actually, you guys want to know a sandbagger? We're playing golf at Top Golf, and I'm not very good. I'll just come out and say it. Jason tries to position himself as worse than me. He goes, "No, man, I've never really played, Brian. No." He gets up there. I think the first swing, 200 and some odd yards. Like, it was way out there. And he was consistently awesome the whole time, probably second to Jeff Hershey. Ben Atkins and I were like, what the hell is this guy doing?
It was good luck. It was just good luck, Brian.
Good luck, by you know what. You guys, but look, at the end of the day, it's about the lifestyle. If you're here, if it's about making money and living your best life, let's call that a 7. Or if it's just about the money, give me a 9. Like, let's see where you are, because there are two different mindsets, really. One is, how do you make money and live the life you want, right? And like, let's think about Jason, man, super active, family oriented. He's living his best life. Could he work 100 hours a week and make more? Probably. But does he want to? Not really. Oh, look at you. You get indecisive people, 7 and 9. Most of you are 7s. Couple of you are 9s, but most of you are 7s. BJ was a 10, so shout out to you, BJ. Guys, I'm kind of with you. Having tried both ways, I'm going to tell you that the lifestyle is probably better for 99% of us. So for me, like, the secret formula, I mean, it's the same. It hasn't changed since the 90s. All right, this is the secret formula that everybody already knows. Traffic plus offer equals revenue. Works in e-com, local, affiliate, doesn't matter. All right, the type of traffic may change, the offer may change, and the amounts change, but that basic concept defines what we're all trying to do, which is make money online. Bill McKinney has it right, man. 7-hour work week, Bill. I'm with you. At some point, everybody should be scaling it down, not up. Well, listen, that formula hasn't changed since day one on the internet. It's the magic equation to making money online, right? And there's all the nuances that help define whether it works for you or not. But this is really it. If you don't have traffic, doesn't matter how cool your offer is, you won't make money. If you have traffic and no offer, you won't make money, right? You get it. So you can get the traffic any way you want. And Jason said you guys have done a lot of email, and that's cool. And the reason you've probably done it is the same reason I've preferred it. It's clean, it's simple, it can be automated. And with emails, you guys know a lot of this. 2 fundamental concepts, open rates and click-through rates. And this is it, right? And then you can start dialing it in with EPCs and all these formulas and stuff, but we don't need any of that right now. We just need to know these 2 things. Everybody's agreeing, right? Open rate and click through. And look, open rate's the most important, except many email providers game open rates. They lie to you, right? And they do it intentionally to deceive you, to make you happy, unfortunately. So let's just use that as a premise to what we're talking about, right? Really basic concepts. You know, and I've reached amazing heights, like 70, 80% open rates. I've had 50 and 60% click rates. I've sent, I don't know, a couple million emails in a day before, 10 million emails in a month, warm and cold. So I've kind of done all these things. I followed in my mind all the rules. I don't know. I didn't know it was a rule, but all the best practices, right? But over time, and this is more of the warm list, I saw the results slow down. I saw opens decrease, clicks decrease, right? But I was doing it all right in my mind, right? But I still saw everything shift drastically, apparently. And in the reason, it wasn't really about me. And it probably isn't about you. Now, if you think about it, why are most people failing, right? And this could be more big picture with marketing. The reason most people fail, and Jason teaches a lot of this, is you can't get clients. Now, a lot of you, like I was listening to the shout outs at the beginning, Jason was giving out from people landing deal after deal. Listen, this isn't everybody. There are some of you, and you guys know it, right? You kind of see these people getting called out on webinars, or they get called out at conferences, they get all these awards because they are killing it. But in general, people struggle. They either can't get clients in the local space, they can't make affiliate sales for whatever reason, right? They can't sell the e-com products, right? It's like they know what to do. They do. And you guys know. Like if you were to be honest with me right now, is it fair to say that you kind of know what you're supposed to do? Just give me a yes or no, but maybe it doesn't always work the way it should. Is that fair? You know what to do. You know these basic formulas. You know the basic approach, the model, right? But for whatever reason, it doesn't always work. That's a fact. It doesn't. Yeah, Nat said, yeah. Guys, this is so true. There's really only one way to win. You got to find a better way to connect to your audience. And think about it. We're on a webinar. Why are you on a webinar? You're able to connect with Jason and myself, and we can talk and we can share, and we can strategize rather than just talk at you. It's bi-directional, right? We're able to communicate in a different way. But let's think about it in your case. How are you going to do it, right? Honestly, how? Well, we know there's some things you're not going to do, right? And you know them. Most of you are not going to do, in general, I've learned this over the years, face-to-face. Even if it works, you're not going to do it. It is what it is. You're not going to make cold calls. What is that, Leonardo, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. They're not going to do it. Wolf of Wall Street, I think, right? The people just aren't going to do it. They're not going to drop in and bring the donuts. Yeah, it works. Knocking on doors, right? If you're door to door. Even in some of the digital elements, you know that people are killing it on social media. You see the YouTube channels, the TikToks, the audiences, but not everybody's going to do it, right? You're not. You already know it. You don't need me to tell you, but you know it's true, right? So knowing you're not, in general, doing this, here's your fundamental problem. You don't have an audience, right? Jason's got gobs and gobs. He's got a big audience, right? Because he's loyal, he works hard, he serves his customer, right? He's done it over time. So how do you get from where you are now to the point where you have an audience, right? Because an audience will help solve that math equation we talked about at the beginning. Because look, it takes years to build social media following. I mean, for me, I got to tell you, sometimes it feels like on the email side, it feels like things are even working against you. Have you ever felt like, and just give me a yes or no, have you ever felt like the world is conspiring to make it harder for you to fail? Like you're positive that whatever you're doing should be working, you should be crushing it, or maybe your day job's getting in the way, whatever it is, right? Stuff gets in the way, right? Yeah, right. I'm seeing it. Brenda, right? Think about it, you guys. It's not unique to Brenda and Brian. I promise you. Look, we all know about Google changing the rules. Facts. We know this. I like what Bill said. He goes, Brian, I don't blame other people. It's in my own head. It's trash that gets in my way. And I think you're right, Bill, and you're honest. So you got Google changing the rules. You've got expensive products out there, and I'm not even saying they're bad. I'm not here bashing any of these products. Every one of them work, but they're expensive. 2, 3, 4, 500 or more a month, right? Hell, my Infusionsoft bill is like 1,600 a month. 1,600 bucks. Now, I'm going to tell you, the only reason I pay it is it works. All right, facts. These kind of platforms are making huge promises if you pay more, if you do more, if you pay more, right? And then sometimes, like in the case of MailChimp, not the other ones here, but oh my God, you're compliantly using the tool, but they don't like that you're compliant and they shut you down. MailChimp's like notorious for shutting people down. It's kind of hard, right? It's kind of hard sometimes. And the hard truth, so to speak, is it's not the product's fault that you're failing. It's not. All products are not bad, right? So if you've tried 20 different products and the product, none of them are working, kind of to Bill's point, sometimes it's in your own head. Yeah, I like SendGrid personally, John. Yeah, no, I'm not bashing any of these. I'm just saying if it seems like, man, this product sucked, this one sucked, and this one isn't working, right? We've all been there. I have. I bet you have too. Well, guess what? It's not always the product's fault. And the good news, it's not always your fault either, right? What do I mean by that? The fundamental rules of the game have shifted. They've changed. There really is no golden goose, like single product that's just like the money printer, right? And every now and then there's one or two that come along that feel like it. Like I've had one the last couple of years that's just been on fire. And I mean, I had, I don't know, 100, 200 people do 6 figures in a month. Like, think about it. Like, unbelievable amounts of money. I had 7-figure guys, and it felt like every single person I knew was winning. But really, it's not about the product. It comes down to your method, right? Because you're in control. It's your business. You're an entrepreneur. You are the CEO. Every one of you are the CEO of your business, of your, whether it's home base, you're in an office, you got a small team, doesn't matter. You can turn everything around in a single day once you know the method. There's no reason you can't succeed. Any one of you, right? There's zero reason. All right. So, hang on. There we go. Like goal-wise, just shout them out right now. I put a slide up or two just to break it down how simple it is. Guys, goal-wise, I hear these 3 numbers the most, and you can guess what they are. 6 figures, 10K a month, and 7 figures. Those are the 3 numbers I keep hearing. Realistically, what's your goal, right? You gotta know the math. This is your financial math in your business, right? What's your goal? Well, if your goal, and I see some of you saying 6 figures, if your goal is 6 figures, you know it's only $274 a day, every day of the year. That's not a lot. Every single one of you, right? Hundreds of people here, every single one of you can do that. Every one of you can do it. $200 something a day. You can do it with a local client. You can do it with a mix of local and affiliate. You can do it just affiliate. You can do a low ticket affiliate. So easy. And think about it. You hit 6 figures. I grabbed this out of Indeed, you guys. This puts you in like upper middle corporate incomes. I grabbed, it was some tech stuff. Product managers, some software engineers, finance directors. Do you know a trucking owner, right? $250,000. Surgeons like was 268 and up. So once you're in the 6-figure range, which goes from 100K to 999, right? You're doing all right. There's no shame. You're making good income, and if you combine that with lifestyle, you should find this secret, right? You should be able to find this Zen state called happiness, where you're doing what you want. You don't really want for stuff, and you live your best life. And it's not about the most money. It's about living your best life. So 6 figures, super attainable for all of you, right? Right. And like Bill Marks just said, back to your basics, blocking, tackling, right? Think about it. Super easy. 10K a month. Guys, it's only $329 a day. Every single one of you here can do it. You can do it you could begin this really fast within a week. These are super attainable for anybody on this call. Every single one of you. You've been following Jason. He's one of the smarter people I know. I know you could do this every single day of the year. Easy. Next one, 7 figures. I didn't even want to put a picture because I didn't want to shift people here. But I hear this sometimes. So 7 figures. It's like 83,000 a month, I think. 83.3, right? $2,700 a day. You're not going to do it overnight, but you can do it. Every one of you can. It's not hard. It's attainable. We just broke the number down. $2,700 a day. You know, if you had a $500 offer and you sold 5.5, you sold 6 a day, boom, you're done. You're hitting 7 figures. Think about that for a minute. Not hard, not unattainable. Every one of you can do it. So tying it back to email, I spent time last year and into early this year kind of testing out things, doing a marketing study, you know, running the numbers. And Small Batch is the name of this system that I was working on. And the whole thing was a mind shift. How about a mind shift from, you know, what I thought I had to do, which is blast large numbers. I needed a bigger list, right? And it wasn't about that. It was about a very simplistic model, right? Where I just took what worked and I got rid of things that didn't work and were time wasters, and I just systemized it. And then I took myself out of it by adding in a whole done for you component, right? Because I needed it to be at a scale so that I could do, who said 7 hours a week a few minutes ago? One of you did, right? So I could get it down to a science, right? Because I didn't want to work 75 hours a week. So I had to get it down to a science. And think about it. Think about this for a minute. With all the tools on the market, I mean, I remember back in the day when Jason and I used to talk SMS at the very beginning, and he and I were just talking couponing, digital coupons. Now everybody likes to talk AI and stuff. Why do we even talk about email? You know why? It's the original product. Predates the graphical web. It's been around, right? It works. It just works. Now the key though here is to get through the noise. It's kind of like almost like with direct mail, print mail and stuff. You got to get through the noise. You got to stand out. From a cost standpoint, nothing can touch it, right? Nothing. Scalability, nothing can touch it. You don't have to have a lot of money to be able to scale your business in this matter. And I will argue that scaling doesn't mean sending more emails. Think about that for a minute. We'll come back to it. Scaling doesn't necessarily mean sending more emails. Like I don't need you to have an 800,000 person list or anything like that. And if you think about the challenges, you got Google's seemingly at war with spam and promotional emails, right? And spam filters and AI are getting smarter. So how do you get through? How do you do it in a way they actually, it's not about slipping by, but it's about compliance, right? How do you do it right? So I'll just share what we do. We got to outsmart them. We got to play by their rules and then use their rules to our advantage. Everyone else is going to die in the junk mail section, and you're just going to be in the inbox, right? And I'll show you some of the results we got. And this is the evolution in testing. And we did lots and lots of testing. It's one of our members, John. He got an 84% open rate. Jace, how about that, man? 84%. It's not too shabby. Now, I want you to notice something.
Wow.
Now, John didn't send 17,000 emails. He sent 102. 102 emails. So sometimes bigger isn't better, right? So what I did is I got the team together. You know, we've got our marketing team, and I wanted to take cost out of the equation. I wanted to not use the enterprise grade $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 email products or higher, like Infusion, right? I just took popular email platforms and said, it's not the tool. I scraped, just use standard scraping, guys. I scraped 10,800 ice cold emails. These are business too. I set up brand new email accounts on brand new domains. Nothing, no rocket science here. Every one of you could do all the things I've done so far, right? Now, then I wrote some simple email templates, and I did use some anti-spam tools to avoid being classified as spam. I did some single versus multiple email tests, and I just ran it. I did, at its basic, I did a single email test, content and call to action. Then I did a 3-touch sequence, 3 emails over 3 days. And then I even did a 5-part test. And what's cool is I tracked things that I cared about: delivery rate, open rate, bounce, unsubscribe, spam, all that kinds of stuff, right, that you're thinking about. And started this one in October. This is last October, you guys. So what is that now? 6 months maybe? And wrapped it up in a couple of weeks. Nothing rocket science, but I was doing it across platform. Then I repeated that process hundreds and hundreds of times. Hey, give me a quick, give me a 5 if you're digging what I'm saying or if it's all making sense. Like, sometimes I talk too fast and I'm not the best graphical slide maker. I really should use AI, but I haven't, for this. At the end of the day, I just want to make sure you're getting what I'm saying and it makes sense. All right, cool. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, John, Bill Marks, and Bill McKinney, all of you guys, Sandy. All right, so let me just fast forward to the fun part and go right to the results, right? So somebody's asking me, what products did you use? Here's the products I used. You can see them. I can read them all, but you can just see them. And there's a few other ones in here too. Now, fundamental to this is I wanted products that were super inexpensive. How many of you would like to use products that cost you like $9 a month, right? Doesn't always have to cost $200. $200 isn't bad. Might be better, but can you be successful at $9? A lot of you historically would have said no, and I'm here to tell you, actually, I'm going to show you that you can, right? I'm going to show you can. Here's some open rates on these platforms. I had no relationship with any of these platforms before October of 23. Fact, 0. And I want to give you a caveat as you see numbers here. Marketing platforms lie to you. You guys know this. Jason knows it. I know it. So every time you see it, I want you to think, oh, Streak was 43 and MooseSend was 12. Well, maybe Streak was really only 31 because they lied, and I don't really know. And MooseSend was really like 5. Look at the trend more than the raw amount. Does that make sense? Just remember, vendors lie. It's a little known fact, right? Vendors lie, and I'm here to tell you in case you don't know. And I'm not saying they're all lie, but it happens a lot. It does. All right, so open rates on cold email between 3% and 43. 43 is really good for what it's worth. Anything over 10 in my mind is good. I'm happy with, right? Anything over 10, I'm pretty happy with. What else? Click rates. This is lower, right? Not as good. 1%, got some zeros. I got, if I didn't get a 0, then I'm probably lying. I got some 4.9s, a 12.9. And you can see raw number of clicks. And depending on the platform, sometimes if somebody clicked it more than once, they show it again. Bill's like, Brian, come on. They wouldn't lie, would they? And I'm like, oh, yeah, they would. And you can look at the prices. $9, $24, $34, $20, $15, $34, $9, $15, $29, and $15. That was the actual raw cost. You can see raw opens and raw clicks. I'm going to tell you a secret. If you can get 66 clicks and an offer converts at 20%, right? It's 1 out of 5, then you're going to make, give or take, 10 or 12 sales. Does that make sense? If you have an offer and the math is, and we're not getting into all that right now, but I want you to understand it. If your offer converts at 20%, which is very common, with 60 odd clicks, you should make 10 to 12 sales. Now, depending on how much the product is, that can put you on the way to your goal, your 6-figure, 10K, or 7-figure goal, right? That's the game. Different. Okay, good question from Bill Marks. Same offer, different audiences, every one of these. So there are some nuances here. I didn't want to hit the same audience repeatedly, right? They're gonna get numb. So great results in general, but remember, a test is only relevant if you can repeat it. So I did it again and again and again, and I made the entire team mad because I kept saying, do it again, do it again, do it again, over and over again. I called it alpha, then we got into beta, and on the beta, I drilled down on 4 or 5 platforms I liked the best. So I got into Yesware, GMass, Streak, Brevo, and Mailjet. And then after the beta, you can call it the Charlie, I added in Instantly, and there's some other platforms that I started playing with. And you guys, guess what? These were the best performers out of the alpha. And then when I got into the beta in November, December, and I repeated it over and over again, I got 11 to 40%, give or take. This is about 3,000 sends, 250 in a batch, right? Clicks. Mailjet and Streak consistently did well on opens and clicks for what it's worth. If you do nothing else, then take that away from the call. Those two did good, you guys. But with hundreds of clicks, you can get results. You can make money. I'm not here to guarantee you income or make income claims or promises, but you guys all know if you can get hundreds of clicks and the offer converts at X, right, you can do math and you can come up with how many sales you're going to make. So one of my products that I've been focused on for the last 3 years is in the tax space, outside of the local space. And some of you guys, if you already have heard me talk about it before, you can say yes. Or if it's new to you, say new. And if it's new, I'll give you a 30-second overview. But in the employee retention space, in the tax space, tax consulting, you can see the open rates that I got. 900 opens on Streak, over 1,100 opens on Mailjet. Pretty insane. Sandy said new. So Sandy, in essence, this is an offer to business owners for a tax credit from the government coming out of the pandemic. And it actually, part of it expires on Monday, this next Monday, and the last part goes for 1 more year. And it's free money if they meet eligibility criteria based on how many employees they had. On average, over 3 years, I saw the average business out of my customers got about $145,000. So you can imagine it's an attractive email as a business owner to get, right? You know, it's literally money from the Treasury and the IRS. So that was kind of the offer. Yeah, Jess Owen said I'm getting 300,000 back. So big shout out to Jess. That's awesome. That's double the average we saw with a very large sample size, Jess. So good for you. All right. So these are some open rates. Now these were the clicks, click-through rates, and raw numbers of clicks. Now I'm going to tell you that on Mailjet and Streak with those big numbers, and even Brevo, this would have resulted in customers signing up. For if this was Sandy and Jess sending these campaigns, if a 10% conversion rate, it was higher than that, but I'm going to use 10 for easy math. That means with Streak, Sandy, you would have got 26 clients. Average client was commission to you, even though a lot of it was deferred, Sandy, would be 5,000 to 7,000. So 26 times 5,000 to 7,000, that's a pretty good number. If we take that same 10% on Mailjet, that's 31 clients at 5,000 to 7,000. That's a good number for Jess as well, right? You guys get the model. You get what I'm saying. Give me a 2 if the webinar math and the explanations we're doing are making sense right now. Just give me a 2 if you get it. I just trying to make sure everybody's kind of following, because sometimes this first webinar I've done in a while, and I want to make sure I don't go off the deep end, you guys. And if I do, you call me out, okay? All right, I'm getting some 2s, so fair. All right. How much do these programs cost? It's not about the software, first of all, but here's the price. And there are other plans. I just picked the cheapest plans. I said, if I had almost no money, could I do this starting, that story, Jason, if you had to start over in Sunny Isles, Florida, and you couldn't leverage all your list and your, everything, blah, blah, blah. One of those kind of moves, right? And you can see how low it is, how inexpensive, and yet got results on almost all of them. Even GMAS, the lowest results, right? And it could have just been the list. It may not be GMAS's fault. I still would have got one deal out of that. I would have got one form fill. I ranked them all. You guys can see it. Now, you want to know what's cool? Outside of ranking them all, my landing page got a lot of organic traffic from the email. I generated a lot of leads, which equated to new customers, right? And depending on the kind of business, could have been local traffic into the store, say it was a restaurant, could have been visibility, whatever it was. So I did lead gen and ERC or ERTC. You can use those interchangeably. And each campaign was pretty basic, y'all. It had links in them. It had customizations to avoid triggering spam filters and bots. And every email had a different subject line. And you can just see it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and read it. I'm happy to shoot you guys some of the emails if you want. Right, emails, and even the 8 emails in 5-day campaign. And when I did this, averaged 32% on email 4 open rate. That's good, you guys. Those are good numbers. Even if the platform's slightly lying, because they embellish, they twist they play funny numbers with the data. But we know more opens and more clicks is good, whether it's 100% accurate or not. We can all agree on that, right? Okay. So look at this. Average opens. Average across the 3. Insane. Completely insane. Clicks, lower, 4.88. But I ended up with 61 clicks, right? 60 clicks. If I got a conversion about 1 out of every 10 visitors, that could be 5 or 6 new customers. So I just started doing this repeatedly over and over and over again, running the numbers. These are lead gen campaigns. This could be like local marketing 101 stuff. Easy. Right? Now, what was the factor? Well, the niches, the campaign dates, and the emails are probably the things that played into it, right? But I've run it enough times that I started to see the same trend data. And then I did it outside of pure local. I was doing it in ERC, which is the tax credit stuff again. Same thing. Have you claimed your ERC? We can assist you, blah, 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 right? What else? My CPA said we didn't qualify. What else? Get your claim moving in the next 72 hours. Basic marketing, right? I'm using numbers. Guys, 37% open rate. Second email is the best. 473 opens. All right. I mean, insane. What else? Clicks. Let's look at the clicks here. 9%. Solid. 120 clicks. That's good, you guys. That's out of the campaign, okay? Not out of one email. That was out of the campaign. Anytime you can drive 100 clicks or 200 clicks, you're going somewhere. Average clicks per send was like 24, right? And these are small batch campaigns. Remember that. Super small batch, because I was trying to navigate the minefield that is emails. All right. I'm guessing right now, yeah, whatever, you're data blind right now. I know you are. But what you really want to know is this: can I make money? Give me a 7 or give me 3 7s if this is what you want to know. I suspect it is. Honest. I know it is, right? Can you use these concepts, these principles to make money? Can you use the done for you? Can you use these platforms? Can you do this yourself and get paid? Because otherwise, yeah, great, I'm having fun with Jason and Brian, but show it to me. Show me that money. Don't take my word. Because I've been reasonably successful. I'm not gonna make any income claims, okay? But I've done all right. I've done all right. So don't take my word. Let's see. We got Dennis here. And this is talking about our system. Automating outreach. The scrapes are priceless to save me so much time. What else? Here's a little bit of a results claim from Bjorn. Bjorn is in Europe. Matter of fact, I almost had a call with him before this webinar, and I couldn't sync up with these guys. But Bjorn has done 12 million in credits to businesses. He's closed 83 deals. Using email as his only method. Okay, he's not doing other stuff. Only email, right? So out of that 12 million. Bjorn has probably earned 7 figures. I don't know the exact amount, 7 figures for himself. So not too shabby as he's in the Netherlands earning $1 million plus, right? Paul, another guy at an international guy. So if you're international, the answer is yes, you can do it. And he's just sharing different things. He's bringing in 100 leads a month on average. And he's sharing how many clients are moving forward, right? So this is real. These are real people. Pretty nice guys. They're super persistent, but they flew over from Holland to a live event I had, from Holland to Florida for an event I had, and truly enjoyed meeting them. Fabulous guys. Here's a Canadian. I got to get an American story. I got an American coming up. The cold emails are crushing it. I've got about 20 deals in the last 2 weeks. He talked about going on to paid ad and cold calling, but I don't think he ever left email for what it's worth. What else? Kendall's newer. He got his first commission, $184. And it was literally the smallest check I think we'd ever sent. And he's doing really well. So in 24, this guy is probably number 1 right now. I started looking at this. He's now done 65 deals, this guy Kendall, all with email. Average deal is paying multiple $1,000s to him. Here's a picture of me and my bud and longtime partner and colleague, Sid. This is American. She's out of New York. This is a commission to her on a single deal. Hey, Jason, I actually signed this golf course, kind of like golf tournament check. I was nervous writing my name on it and writing the amount on this thing, but
dude, that is,
I wired this, right? I wired it to her. One deal. It was all DFY. Once she got the lead, this is what she ended up getting paid. And I'm going to be straight up. It didn't happen. She didn't get paid in a week. It took her like 4.5, 5 months before she got the money. I don't want to mislead anybody. Took a few months, but it's a pretty good payout. Not too shabby. I flew her in for this. She wasn't at my event. So I flew her down another week. She had a family member in the hospital. I picked up her flight, flew her in just so I could give her this, this check. Cause I'm like, man, I've been waiting to do this. So, got her to come down. Her name is Norma Hutchison. She's so sweet. She's the nicest lady you ever meet. And she's been in marketing for a while, but she just followed the process. And she's in small batch with us. She loves it. Because look, email's the key for a lot of us. And if you just want to copy and paste what works, it's probably why you work with Jason. He's got stuff that works, right? It's kind of what we're doing. Why reinvent the wheel? Jim, he's new to affiliate marketing, but not new to email. So he had been in local, but not doing affiliate. And I've been teasing the guys. How many times has Jason teased out an offer but wouldn't tell you about it, made you wait a few weeks? You guys, if he's ever done that, say yes right now. If he's teased something out and he insinuated it was coming, but he made you wait like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and you're wanting to
No,
shake him, but he's kind of big. You don't want to make him mad. That's kind of
never,
how I feel, but right. This is applicable to any business, Kerry. Thank you for asking. No, ERC was an example. Local marketing is an example. And this example here is in the weight loss space. I've been teasing out weight loss. I am guilty. I'll admit it. Bill Mark said Jason's done it 5 times over. But no, I'm guilty too, you guys, and that's just good marketing. And I've got something in the weight loss space. And anyway, Bill's like, oh, Brian, I can't wait to do the weight loss stuff. Here's a guy, I don't know where Vanessa's cut off his name, outside the US, 96% delivery, 41% open rate, small batch though, small emails. He sent 22, he got 9 to open. Ken Langle, he's been around a while. You guys may know him, insurance guy, historically, fabulous guy. He got 40% open on his first campaign, 23% click through. And you know, it's cool, all done for you. I'm sure Ken did some stuff. He's an action taker, but everything's done for you. John's been using MailJet. He got a 66% open rate. And we have different campaigns. We got affiliate campaigns that include ERC, traditional internet marketing stuff, local, etc. But 66% is pretty good for anybody. It's good for me. And he's using MailJet. Here's his best one now. He's using Instantly on this one, 84%. Right? So the results are good. Listen, time is money at the end of the day. And I want to get to the point, you guys. Done for you is key. One of the things I've noticed, Jason and I talked about it many times over the years. Bill Mark said it early on this call. It's not other people's fault. A lot of times I'm in my own head. I'm my own worst enemy. I get in my own way. I get hung up on the details. Analysis paralysis, right? So we've got a 15-person done for you team. And honestly, they're the ones that do my stuff. It's the same people. There's not a separate team for you and me, right? It's the same team. We got 15 people, and members are pretty happy with the DFY, right? My second request, I'm getting the hang of it. They're doing a stellar job. Just received my 4th email warm-up. We even do the email warm-up for you because warm-up's key. Things are working good. Customer service is good. This is Ken. This is super nice. Different Ken in this case. He's using MailJet. Terry, we got customers, right? Terry, I get so many nice emails about the team that I always feel bad. I'm like, man, we got Ryan. Some of you guys will talk to Ryan. He's our success manager, fabulous guy. He's down in Florida. Vanessa, who you guys, you'll see her there. She's in Atlanta with me. Let's see, I already talked about Dennis. Vince, guys, it's all about keep it simple, silly, follow the process, keep it done for you. And candidly, right, the system is called small batch. I'm not going to do anything hypey, you guys. It's called small batch. I've been testing it indirectly for 2+ years in the ERC space. And then I started in October bringing it into other things. And truthfully, it works. I've got 100+ email content library written by me, or if not me, then typically Vanessa. You don't need to pay other people. You don't need assistants. You don't need helpers. You don't need a team. I've got a team right now that knows exactly what to do. They've helped me generate not 6 figures, not 7, not 8 figures. I won't say it, but it comes after 8 in gross revenue, not profit, okay? 9 figures with the model. Now, that's part of the reason why it's so big is the space is super high ticket. But we've done massive numbers, you guys, massive numbers. I've done in the billions to the customer in credits, in the tens of millions and over 100 million in actual revenue with the model, right? So it works. It's a multi-module course. I try to keep the course simple. Nobody wants to, y'all don't want to listen to me, Vanessa, Jason, anybody for hour on end. I want to get you working as fast as possible. If I can get you doing rather than listening, then I know I'm winning. The faster I get you out of analysis paralysis and I get you doing, the better. I'm just going to leave the link up there. I'm not going to do any link drop or anything like that. There will be a special bonus at the end for the first 25 people. So I'll just tell you the very last slide, and I'll remind me at the end, and I'll bring it up. Let's see. What else? Okay. Man, we go through platforms, and I'm not going to dive in. I tested, like you already know, 11 best platforms. Best are widespread commercial. I went outside of the space that you know. I didn't use products from friends of mine. I didn't want to have any bias. I said, I know theirs works. Can I make this work with the cheapy stuff? Yeah, I can. I show you the results. I show you what worked best, what didn't work, what campaigns worked. I got rid of the ones that didn't. I get into the Google changes and restrictions, the things that are hampering and crippling even marketers, right? What else? I get into some of the law compliance stuff in the US. I do not get into European laws because I'm not emailing people in Europe, FYI. Just telling you guys that. Module 5, spam triggers to avoid, right? We're really good at avoiding these now. We were not at first at all. Inbox to income, that's what it's about. The whole thing is strategy coupled with done for you and real world results so you can plug and play and do it. But the 15-person team will do all the work for you. We've got a charter member offer available. I've never run this webinar ever with anybody other than Jason. Anybody. You've never seen the webinar. I did it internally for a few people in my ERC group, but that's it. Nobody's ever seen this before. I've never done it with everybody. I haven't refined the offer, the pitch. I haven't done all that. What I can tell you is you are the very first to ever see what we're doing, right? All right, what else? Generating leads from private schools, restaurants, plumbers, HVAC. You know the local niches, right? Been there, done it, got all the campaigns. What else? Listen, the done for you is literally $1 million services because it's not just me that's done over $1 million in revenue with the done for you team. There are other members, not all of them. It's not the average. I don't know what the average is, but you can do it, right? Warm-ups, the warm-ups all done for you, right? If you're not mailing every day, then you're not going to win. Remember that point. If you're not mailing every day, you will not win. Or 5 or 6 days a week, right? The setup's done for you. All the spam trigger analysis is done for you, right? The whole point is to get you into the role as the chief executive, right? And not the chief doer. I want you to be the strategy guy or gal, not the operational doer guy or gal, right? I want you to use your brain differently. I got a couple bonuses available for you. All right. We've got a mastermind group. It's not giant. It's small. Vanessa and I are in there. There's a very small group. Ryan's in there. We've got maybe 100, 150 people, maybe 200. I don't know the number, but it isn't like 3,000, 5,000 people. You get one-on-one help. We will help you. When you need help, a lot of times we just call you on the phone. It's not coaching. I don't offer coaching. I don't have time for that. But when I see somebody needs a hand, we give them a hand. We run live events. I used to always charge. I still charge and then refund when people show up. However, I'm going to invite everybody here. We've got a conference that's going to be coming up in Florida. You'll get a free ticket, absolutely free, 2 days, action-packed. We'll break down 9-figure business model, how we did it, how you can apply it to your business, and how you can kind of knock it out of the park. We even monitor your domain health because I promise you, if the domain goes bad, your emails are going to go, they're going to go in the, you know what, they're going to go down. How's that? They're going to go down. So what else? The next bonus is the answer to what's holding most of you back from winning. If you're not already winning, and winning means at the 6-figure or close to it, the 10,000 a month or shooting for the 7 figures, then there's probably something holding you back. And you guys know what it is. It's consistency. How can I fix it for you? Well, I'm going to have to do it for you because I can't come there. I can't. Imagine if Jason could come and make me work out with him every day. Bill, imagine if Jason came and worked out with us. Bill, Marks, and Brian, and Jason pushed us every day. We'd be a lot better than if he told me, hey, Brian, go work out today. We would. Well, guess what? What if Jason could work out for us? What if he could run for me? What if he can go to the gym? What if he could do a little karate, a little kung fu, a little fitness workout, anything? He could do it for me and I didn't have to do it. Well, that's what we're doing here, right? That's what we're doing here. So, done for you lead generation. You tell us who you want to reach, we'll get it. I don't want you to tell me how to get it. We'll do it. I know how to do it, right? We'll get the list. We'll get it ready. We'll clean it. We'll get it ready to rock. We've got, for those of you that are really new, we've got some pretty good online marketing training, right? That'll get you up to speed. I didn't do this training. Vanessa and the team put this together, but I wanted some basic training to fill the gaps for somebody that felt like, does anybody feel like you're like brand new and just need some hand holding? Like you're super new? This is for you. If you're not super new, you're not going to do this kind of stuff, or maybe you'll read one or two of the modules, right? Think about it. Well, the real takeaway, whether you're new or you've been here a while, is this. Streams of income. I'm not, man, you guys know this stuff, but you're not doing it. Knowing and doing are two different things. So how do I get you doing? How do I get you with a couple of offers in the local space, a couple affiliate offers? How do I get you affiliate offers that are local and hybrid local? How do I get you offers that are big ticket, right? That's the goal. So, funny enough, I help find affiliate offers for you. Good at finding them. I'm good at making them. I'll coordinate a promo. I'll teach you how to do the offer, explain it to you, right? And we'll even get you a targeted list to mail. Oh, you don't have to mail. We'll do it for you. And no, we don't keep any of your money. You keep 100%. We do it in your account with your links. Give me a 3 if that makes sense. So the goal is to add streams of income. I suspect all of you need more streams of income. Maybe you got one. Maybe you got a job. Maybe you got your side venture, right? Maybe you got your agency, but you need more. You need more income. Whatever it is, we're going to show you how to kind of build this up. Vanessa, we help Sandy Smith. Sandy will help you. So let's see. All right. The first 50, I knocked the price in half. Right? This is going to be $997 and or 3 payments of $397. So what I did with Jason, and only with Jason, nobody's ever seen it. I knocked $500 off the price. It's $497. You could even get started for as little as $297. You're going to get that lifetime discount. You're going to be able to lock in charter membership pricing permanently. You get every single thing when you start, right? What does that mean? You get the course, you get the training, you get all the interactive stuff. You're going to get content library of tested, ready to use campaigns and emails. You're going to get the DFY account warm up, campaign setup, the spam and trigger analysis, the domain health, all the charter benefits I just talked about, including, right, how to kind of add streams of income on the affiliate side, on the local side. And remember, I'm only going to say this a couple times because when this ends, this price is gone. You won't see it again. Other JVs may run this in the future, but it'll cost more if you bought from them. If this is remotely interesting to you, you only want Jason. You only want to work with him because his offer is half. Why pay full price if you don't have to, right? So a lot of times people say things like this. I'm only letting 20 people in. Well, we're only letting 50 in, right? As a charter member. Why? I can't knock it out for everybody all at once. If Jason sent me 412 people, that would be amazing. However, I would be concerned about not being able to handle it even with my 15-person team. So I do limit it, candidly. I limit it. Why does that matter? Well, guys, there's 50 seats available. Truly 50 seats. I'm going to show you a scalable way to use email, small batch, to get large open rates, to get click rates, to add streams of income that you probably don't have. And I'm going to show you how to do it over and over again. On the call, you can save $500 off the price of the course. You could become a charter member today. Yes, this would work with any offer. I see people asking about some of Jason's products. Don Schultz, for instance. So Don, if Jason's product needs a customer, this would work. If it doesn't need a customer, this would not work. So let me leave it to you like that, so that then you could apply it to whatever product you may be thinking of. All right. What else? Let me keep getting into it. I've got one bonus. I'm gonna show it here. Well, apparently I'm already showing it. I got one bonus, you guys. One last bonus. It's only going to be available, right, for a very small group of people. If you're in the small batch system, I just crushed it with 22,000 affiliates in the ERC space. And I've been working on something for a while. I've been working on something. Hey, Jace, can I turn my camera on? Do you mind, Jason? Let me see if he minds. Hang on.
Have at it, Brian. Dude,
All right.
I'm really stoked about this. When you come to Miami, I definitely want to talk. So, because if it's in the healthcare space, this is solid.
Healthcare space. So I'm down what, 66 pounds, Jason.
Hey, you look good, man.
66 pounds. I'm down to 32 pants, man. I was wearing 44, you guys, before.
Wow.
44. That's how I'd gotten disgusting. And I realized something. I realized, one, I feel a lot better in 32-inch clothes than I do in 44. And I feel a lot better, right? I have more energy and everything. And then I was like, all right, what can I do? How do I apply this? So in the middle of my ERC operation, I started building something else, right? Multiple streams of income, right? I'm not just talking, I'm doing. I've got a new company that's going to launch soon. I've never shown it to anyone at all. As a matter of fact, Vanessa hasn't even seen it. Vanessa doesn't even know the name. It's that good, Jason. I have kept my lips zipped. And this is B2C, completely blue ocean. I want you to imagine, Jace, how many people, let's go back to Spartanburg, Greenville, and the uplands of South Carolina. How many people would you bump into when you were out that probably needed to shake 20, 30 pounds, if not 40 or 50 or more?
I mean, you see it in anytime you go out, anywhere.
Yeah. Anytime, right? So I want you guys to imagine being able to help people that are heavy, that are too heavy. I want you to imagine being, the difference. Let me tell you, being 187 versus 250-ish is a lot better when you're only 5'10". I have to be really tall for 250 to be good. I'm not that tall, Jason knows. So you're going to have an opportunity, speaking of income streams, and I'd love to have Jason participate as well because he's going to kill this.
I'm in.
Compliant.
I'm already
medical. In. When I say healthcare, I don't mean nutraceuticals. I mean medical. B2C, all compliant. It's going to be lucrative. I am fairly sure by the way I've run the math, even if I've gotten some of the math wrong, even if I've exaggerated, that it will be bigger than what I did on the ERC side. And the ERC numbers were insane. And I don't want to make income claim. You guys, I am so careful of avoiding anything pushing the limits. You know how many lawyers I have right now? Y'all, I've got lawyers after lawyers after lawyers with bills after bills and bills. And you know why? Because I want to be compliant. I want to do it right. Let me just tell you. I think I got it baked in a way, compliantly, with the lawyers, with the doctors, that you can do marketing, you can do the small batch model, and you could actually, you don't even need to do small batch model. You'll be able to do the word of mouth as well. But small batch is fun because you can scale and you can help people. You're going to make money a pretty good bit, right? I don't know what that number is for you, but enough that you'll be living well, and you'll feel good about what you're doing, living in the lifestyle and earning the money. Let me turn the camera off, you guys. So anybody who's a member, I'm not going to open it up. I'm not going to do webinars on it, at least right away. What I'm going to do, Jace, is I already have, I have a few action takers from the ERC program that crushed it that I'm going to bring over. And then I'm going to take the people that are involved in my small batch program because I know they're following a model that I'm using, and I'm going to be able to help them stay compliant. Because you guys, when you're dealing with tax, when you're dealing with medical, certain spaces, compliance is key. Super important. I am spending 50 to 100 grand a month on lawyer bills right now. Let me put it in perspective to you like that. I can make that claim because it's true. I'm getting invited. Just got invited to this one law firm's open house coming up in a week. So yeah, it's just sitting on my desk. Listen, this affiliate offer will be the icing on the cake to small batch in a way that all of you probably haven't done B2C, right? You haven't done B2C, but I'm telling you, you've done B2B, most of you, and I'm going to show you how to turn the corner compliantly to get into B2C, blue ocean, and crush it. With that being said, I'm going to stop all the conversation. Unfortunately, we were able to chit chat a lot on this call. I'm going to invite Jason out. We're going to take some questions, you guys. This is not for all of you. I mean, one, it's not free, right? And sometimes free is better, you guys. But I'm going to devote my energy and my time and my team's time. And so I need to, I'm going to segment who's going to be able to get involved, right? 25 to 50 of you tops will be involved. If you want multiple streams of income and you want to scale with email, this is something you should take a hard look at. I only tell you because I think you've all worked with email, but I bet you're willing, if you looked in the mirror and you're honest with yourself, you're willing to admit some mistakes you made, some things you didn't follow through on. Kind of Bill at the beginning when he just said, look, a lot of times I'm my own worst enemy. So what can I do? I want to answer questions. Somebody does this work with Go High Level? Don, you could do this model with Go High Level. Yes. I have not used it with Go High Level, but I am quite sure that if you follow the concepts and the strategies, it will work with Go High Level, Infusionsoft, etc. I just chose to use the cheapest products out there so that there was no obstacles for anybody to be successful. Bill Marks says, Brian, I hadn't seen 32-inch pants since high school. Me either, Bill. As a matter of fact, straight up, I'm wearing 34 today because I was on a cruise last week, and I thought my 32s would be tight. It's probably TMI for me to show you how loose the 34s are on me even after the cruise, but they're loose. Loose, loose, loose. Shout out to Jean Kalenda. I see her here. Let's see. Roger Weaver, my friend. How are you, Roger? Roger said try 5.7. Let's see. Compliance is paramount. Is this offer open to UK residents? Yes, Miles. As a matter of fact, shame on all my US friends. I'm in Georgia and Atlanta, but I have found the US to lag behind a couple of my friends from the UK and from Europe. Now, I don't know if they're just action takers or what, you guys, but we should not be getting our butts kicked the way we are. So, Miles, the answer to your question is yes. We more than welcome you. What part of the UK are you from? All right, Sandy said, I'm in. I did the one payment. How many email campaigns can we build out in this program? Now, that is not a dumb question, Bill Marks. It is at the root of what I'm doing. So, Vanessa, do you want to answer how many campaigns? Is it one? Is it two? Could it be more?
Oh, it could definitely be more. You are actually in no way limited at all. The only cap really is how many individual email accounts you can create and manage. But we will do an unlimited amount of campaigns for you with our Done For You service. And if you're running it yourself, you can also do unlimited.
Yeah, no, the reason that's important and why it's not, it's actually one of the best questions I've had today, Bill, is the whole model is based on the premise that multiple campaigns are better, multiple streams of income are better, multiple email addresses, platforms are better. It was kind of core to the course in the program. So yes, the answer is there's not really a cap. I would like to think 10 to 12 campaigns at a time is a good number. And you're like, oh my God, Brian, I don't want to keep up with all that. Well, that's why I got a 15-person team, and they're really good at it. Better than me and you are at probably keeping it up. What to see?
Brian,
I'm selling direct mail to. Oh, go ahead, Jason.
say a couple of things.
Yeah,
All right,
man,
so
go ahead.
first off, this is phenomenal, and I appreciate you doing this call and all your team coming out. For everyone that's on this call still, like what really has me excited is this is the let me build your business for you offer, right? Like just to kind of give some context to Brian and everyone on this call, like what you all are doing, I can show you, like not even a year and a half ago, I had mapped out on this would be a cool service to provide, because with everything that goes into growing a business and building a business and the prospecting and everything, like this is literally a done for you solution. So I've seen some questions that ask, well, can we use some of my products and our services, over at the My Local Agency camp to with this service? And the answer is yes. So if you're selling to restaurants, there's campaigns for that. If you're, selling SEO or reputation or any local services, there's campaigns for that. And the other cool thing is, which I'll go over a little bit later, is how the tools that you already have in our community, how you can still make good of those. One of them being prospect reach, but I'll touch on that later. But anyhow, this is a done for you service, and with the unlimited campaigns, that is phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. But I do want to say this, Brian. I got to say this. So
okay, don't tell me. Hang on, you guys. I'm gonna be ready for this. Sorry, Jason. Jason's getting ready to sandbag me, you guys.
Dude, everyone on this call here, like Brian, you just got me so excited, man, talking about this opportunity, and I'm gonna take a moment to brag on you, because I know sometimes people, it's easy to say in the marketing space, this person's a good business owner or a great entrepreneur, but everyone on this call, like Brian knows how to make money, right? Brian's team, his audience, the services he provides, ERTC did amazing. And I'm telling you right now, because I'm about 99.7% sure that I know what you're talking about, Brian. And my wife and I just had a conversation about this, and I was like,
you're really close. I saw your text. You're super close. You're like 95% there.
Okay. And if that's the case, everyone should jump on just off of what he is talking about this B2C opportunity. Like,
well, look here. Here's me and Debbie Drum and Joe Jablonski from, let me tell you, y'all, I mean, I'm down. All right, I'm going to show you. All right, Jason, this is only because I'm on the fitness dude's call. All right, I'm going to loosen the belt.
Okay.
These are the 34.
Dude,
34.
Looking good, man. They look big on you now, Brian. 34?
I know. The problem is I only have one pair of 32 jeans, and I really wanted to wear jeans today. And I'm like, I just got off a cruise last week. I'm like 31 or 2 most days. And you guys, I'm 52, and I do not work out 7 days a week. I probably go 2 days a week for 30 minutes, and 1 day a week I go to Pilates for an hour. That's pretty much my workouts for the week. I do weights 2 days a week for 30 minutes, and then, but I was doing that when I looked more like on the screen, a little heavier, like 250 there. But now in the high 180s, mid to high 180s, depending on the day, you guys, it works. And why do I tell you this? I'm going to tell you because the ERC offer did 9 figures. Why? It was smoking, you guys. Well, I'm going to tell you one other thing. If you had told me, well, hey, quick shout out to Miles. Vanessa, send Miles Pearson a gift card, not only UK, but first buyer, I believe. Donald Schultz, Albert Smith, Terrence Douglas, Kerry Wilson, and I'll come back to the other ones. Listen, you guys. All right. If you had told me, I've been doing multiple 7 figures for 15, 16 years. If you had told me when I was 253.3, right? in January, February of 23. If you had told me that I could shake 50 pounds and actually keep it off and make it, I'm over a year now, and actually succeed. And I don't even want to tell you about Vanessa, but I'm going to save that for another day. Vanessa is like inspirational to me because she's been on a journey and she's like destroyed my numbers. Like she's amazing. But for me, I'm traveling all the time. You guys, you know what? I've been on a flight, I think every week of the year for the last 2 years, almost every week, give or take one every blue moon. I have been flying to our Tampa office or to a conference every single week for a year plus. Now, small batch system, you can implement while you do something else, while you travel, doesn't matter what you're doing, and you can implement this and you can be successful. Anybody can do it, right? Anybody. I don't care if you're brand new, you've been around the block, you can do what we're talking about here. You guys, I can do all the internet marketing, mumbo jumbo, all the value stacking and bonuses, and I don't need to bribe you. If you want to make money, facts, if you want checks pouring in, big checks, small checks, it doesn't matter. You need to solve the formula, right? What's the formula? You need an audience, right? No, first, before an audience, you need traffic, an offer, and then you make money. I even saved some of my ERC checks. I mean, I got stacks of them, stacks of checks, you guys. I saved them because it was so exciting. Listen, if you want to be successful, you need to be consistent. If you know you're not going to be consistent, like I remember talking to Jason about trying to get in shape. I was with Jeff Hershey, Adkins, and a bunch of guys with Jason in Scottsdale. We're at the W Hotel, and David, it wasn't David Sprague. It was Ben and Hershey and stuff. And you were stretched out, and I was just whining you guys about wanting to get in shape, wanting to look better. And I was asking, I'm like, Jason, what's the secret sauce? You know, he was a college athlete. He was amazing. He's like, Brian, you just got to be consistent. And then I'm like, all right, dude, I got to be consistent on my diet, my workouts. It sounds hard. It just took me a while to get there. It took me longer than the next guy. But once I got there, I figured it out, right? Even me, I'm, hit myself over the head. Eventually, I figured it out. Now, when you apply that desire I had, the desire to lose weight for me was more than my desire to make money. Think about that. The desire for me to slim up, so to be healthy. I didn't even need to be super fit like Jason. I just wanted to look better. Jace, I did 23 pull-ups the other day. If you had asked me 2 years ago if I could do 23 pull-ups, dude, I'll send you my video. I'm not showing you guys, but let me tell you.
That's nice. Awesome.
Dude, I mean, now I'm trying to see if I could do muscle-ups because my ego's getting in the way again. You know how it happens, right? And guys, you combine that desire that the average person has to look better, younger, healthier, fitter, whatever the word is, with the right offer. You bring traffic to that offer. Jason, you know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen.
Money.
Sales.
Money.
Sale. Lots of money. That's what's going to happen, y'all. And I started thinking about it, and I started looking at some of these pictures, and I'm like, I'm trying to see like my fattest picture. Oh, I look horrible in this one. I look horrible. Sorry, my wife's probably thinking, why are you showing pictures of me right now? But you guys, I mean, that's 250. I'd much rather be 185, 190. It's a better place to be. And you know what? I'm not the only one. Secret. I'm not the only one, right? I don't want to have a 42-inch waist, 44-inch waist. I don't want that. Nobody does, right? We all want to be slimmer, whatever that means. But most of the time, we're all talk, right? How do we get beyond talking, right? How do I slim up, right? Some different, this is on my Facebook, y'all. I don't always post. So, well, I went to a wedding I went to Jay Cruz's wedding in Jace over in Cyprus. And At this point, I was down to like 200, but I had shook most of it, and I ended up getting rid of a little bit more. But I got to tell you, the right offer, y'all, is critical. Right offer is key. This is down your neck of the woods, Jason, out on Miami Beach. I don't know if I say it Rao or Real, the Italian restaurant.
Ah, nice.
Good. It's a good new place somewhere on Miami Beach called Rao's. It's out of New York.
Wow.
Guys, it's really good. But I tell you this because when we take the right offer, when we take that offer and we combine email and consistency and a team and proven systems, and you just sort of do it over and over again, that's what happens. All right, I'm gonna go back and jump on some of the questions. I think I shouted out a bunch of people. Yeah. So Sandy said, I got 3 basic programs to market. Sandy said, social media marketing. All right, you can do it with this. Restaurant growth system. You can definitely do that with this. And co-op cards and digital coupons. You can do that with this as well. What else? Carrie is in. Carrie Wilson. Welcome, Carrie. Let's see. Miles said mine was 46. Oh, big shout out to Miles Pearson. 46 inches down to 36. So all the guys out there know, man, 34, 36 is a great weight, a great pant size. And y'all, I cannot get any more excited, right? This webinar is about making money. One of the offers, Joe, that we're talking about, Joe joined late, is in the medical weight loss space, Joe. What else? Mile, I love the secret. What software are we using for the email automation? Let me jump back, BJ. Hang on a second. I wanted to be platform agnostic, and let me tell you why. Look, I've had an email platform. I wanted to use, BJ, inexpensive products that weren't outside of the budget of anybody. If you're pinching pennies and you don't got a lot of money right now, I wanted you to know that you can do what we're doing with inexpensive tools. Now, if you're not pinching pennies and you have more premium level products, they work too, right? But I needed to show people that these basic products work, that you can get great click-throughs, right? Great open rates with Streak, with MailJet, with Yesware. I needed to prove it not only to you, I needed to prove it to myself, right? And eventually I started figuring it out, right? You can see some of the numbers, right? I started figuring it out. The best 5, BJ, were these. Even if you don't come on board, these inexpensive ones were the best 5. Streak, MailJet, Brevo, GMass, and Yesware. And then add in instantly, we did that after the fact. A bunch of members wanted it, and it did really well. So let me give credit where it's due. Okay, cool. What else? Somebody said, Brian, will you put the link back? Yeah, I will. All right. So can I do this from outside the US? Yes, you can do this from, I'm in Georgia, you can do it. I did it on my cruise last week. You can do it. You could live in Curacao like a few people. I had a customer in Curacao I actually met last week. You can be in Europe, you can be in Asia, you can be in Sunny Isles, Florida. You can be anywhere you want to be, right? What if I have a day job? Yes. What if I'm focused on, a bunch of you have, I'm focused on this product or that? Yes. As a matter of fact, it can augment what you're doing with that product. And I want you to start thinking, I want you to make money with that product, but I want you to focus multiple streams of income. Why? It's what all of you need. You do. Jason has multiple streams. I have multiple streams. Warren Buffett has multiple streams, right? Everybody, you don't want to rely on one thing. It's like that adage. Okay, I'll tell you a story. I had a great job. 2001, I got promoted. I was like a senior director at a tech company. I took 2 weeks off after my promotion. I had saved up vacation. I went on my honeymoon, wedding moon to the Caribbean, Jace, and you know what happened? I came back to a voicemail message that I'd been let go. In the UK, what do they call it? Made redundant or something, right? And they got rid of 20% of the staff, and I lost my job. If I had had another stream of income that was consistent at that time, I wouldn't have been worried. but instead I didn't. But that moment is what triggered me to get my act together. Any limits on the amount of emails that send? We are focused, BJ, on small batch. In theory, there's no limit, but the premise of the program is smaller batch for a reason, and we get into it. There's no limit on the number of campaigns, and we are not writing the emails with AI, but we are using AI in multiple ways inside the program. So we're using AIs as a accelerator, so to speak, but not as the do it. We've got Vanessa and myself, probably chief on the copy side, and I've got Rose and a different Vanessa that kind of lead the DFY team. They do a fabulous job. Shout out to Rod Caverly. I think I saw his name a minute ago. So Rod, shout out to you. Yeah, Miles, right? I was on the wrong end of that. And he's talking about getting let go and getting laid off and LIFO, right? Last in, first out, etc. Listen, you guys, one of the reasons we all do what we do is we want to control our own destiny. That's why you're doing it, right? Yeah, do you want to look better, feel good, make money? Yes, but you want to be your own boss. If you made 8K this month and your goal was 10, well, you know what you got to do, right? You got to push a little harder. You got to push a little harder to get 2,000 more a month. You probably are already doing it right. You just need to do a little more. What if you're at 0 and you're not making any money? How about this? If you're at less than 1,000 a month in your agency, your affiliate, your online digital business, raise your digital hand, give me a 8. If you're less, right? Less than 1,000 a month. If you're between 1,000 and 5, give me a 9, right? And if you're over 5, you're over 5,000 a month, give me a 10. You're gonna have to put 2 numbers in. I know it's complicated. All right, so I'm getting a lot of 8s. A lot of 8s. I got some 9s. Sandy, good for you, Sandy. I've got a lot of you under 1,000. Now, if you're in the 8 category, your number one goal is to generate revenue. And honestly, you need to learn how to do it more than it's a certain amount. Like if you made $3 and $5 and $7 commissions, but you learned the skill, there is value in that skill just as much as the dollars. Does that make sense, you guys? Now, if you're in the 1,000 to 5,000 range, like Sandy, a few of you in the 5,000 plus range, you got to refine your skill, maybe add an income stream. If you're not giving it your all, if you're not leveraging DFY and if you're in local and you're not doing affiliate, you're making a mistake. If you're in affiliate and you're not doing local, you're making a mistake. I do some hybrid local affiliate stuff in financial services. There's about to be one in the B2C space around medical weight loss. Hint, hint. Guys, you do not want to bet it all on one horse. Now, I don't want you to be distracted, but I want you to be intelligent. I want you to be smart with your strategy. Who else? Rod's an 8. I just saw that one. And Wayne was an 8. Y'all, a lot of you were 8s. For those of you who are 8s, what's the value to you of making some $10, $20 sales every day? What if you made, it's not going to get you rich. What if you made 3 to 5 sales a day, $10 to $20? Would that kind of change the way you think? Jason, first time, and I remember when you started working with Dave Yaga, right? And you guys were working together. The first time you made money, maybe it wasn't a ton of money, but is it? And maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm reaching, you can tell me. Did you feel like you at least learned the skill, the movement, the best practices to make the money? Is that fair?
That's fair. Absolutely. And it was a good experience too, because it's like, okay, I got one under my belt. I got a win under my belt. And that just, it was like, the wind beneath your wings, and it motivated me, and it was a catalyst to say, well, if I did that, then I can do a little bit more, and I can do more. And then, this dream that was now became in reach, now was this expectation. It was something that came in constantly, then it grew. So, but that you had to get that first one.
you know? You got to get the first couple. If you're at 0, there is more value, right? If I could either give you $10,000 or teach you how to make sales regularly, way more money in learning how to fish, you guys. Way more money. I'm not going to quantify it. Let's just say the numbers get astronomical, right? Gene, you're a 10. Gene's like, Brian, I'm trying to remember what number to put down. Gene Calenda, she's a 10. I'm putting you down. Gene, a 10 is over 5,000 a month, right? Bill just said empowering and the vision becomes real. It does. Guys, I have to get you out of your own way. And some of the way I'm going to do it is by doing the work for you because you just have a mental block. The same way I did when I wouldn't shake the weight. I was my own worst enemy, right? I know I was. Honest. That's a fact. Y'all know in many cases, you're your own worst enemy and you know what to do, but maybe you need a little help, right? A little help from your friends, so to speak. In the whole DFY model, I've been doing it for years and years and years, and it works. I've been taking advantage of it as a customer. I've been using it as a seller. It helps people turn the corner. So I'm not going to sit here and berate you or anything, you guys. If you are fired up and you want to make money, give me 3 7s and you want to get this thing going and you want to plug in, right? Give me 3 7s. Why? Because I want to get a feel. I want to know exactly who is fired up and who wants to make this thing happen. It's important to me, right? Bill is, Sandy is. Jean said, Brian, you made me a 10 back in 2012. You know what? And what she means, because she's always been a 10, is I was one of the first people that ever promoted one of her offers, and her offers are excellent. As a matter of fact, I think some of her offers will work well for me to show you how to sell her offers to business owners. I'm going to show you. Don Schultz said, Brian, I'm 777. I'm in. Rod gave me a 777. He's in. BJ, I'm going to share this one. Vanessa, gift card to BJ because he gave us like 18 7s. That's legit a lot of 7s. Kerry Wilson's in 7s. You guys, for those of you that are in, welcome. For those of you that are ready to plug in and get this done, email works. The top affiliate marketers all use it. All of them. Think about that. They all do. I'm not saying other things don't work. A lot of things work, but I need it to work for you. If it isn't working for you right now, and you've been doing it a while, stop hitting your head against the wall, take a pause, and say, wow, maybe I just need to try a different model. Maybe I need to go in a different direction to get to my goal, right? If you're eating pizzas and Oreos and Five Guys every day and you're not losing weight, maybe you need to go in a different direction, Brian, right? All right, let's be honest. So, hey, send Kerry Wilson a gift card, Vanessa. Hey, Kerry. Albert, Sandy Smith. Now I know. Thank you, Albert. Nice, or Sandy, nice to meet you. But thank you for that. You guys, any questions right now? You got Vanessa who runs. She's running a lot of the program in the back end. She's definitely lead. You've got Jason who's been crushing it, 7-figure level for a while, for years. He's probably one of the best action takers I've met in my life. Superstar athlete, not only fitness, but money, but entrepreneurship, but family. Y'all see his pictures of his daughters, right? Think about it. A fabulous guy, right? Every one of you, Jason did it. You can do it. There's not like a limit. There's not like only 4 people get to make it. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Douglas W., shout out to you, Douglas. Listen, if you're on the fence and you have a question, ask it. I'm gonna stay around and we're gonna chat. We're gonna hit some questions here. Somebody, all right, Melissa K just asked a good one, right? Does it matter what platform? You know, it doesn't, because that was the point of all the testing. In the course, you'll see that all the platforms kind of work. Some worked better than others. And listen, some of the higher end products probably are better, but I wanted to show you, if you didn't have the money, you can still do this. If you had $10 a month to throw at the tool, It's not the tool. It's not. You know why Jason's successful? It's the strategy. He's a strategy guy, right? He builds smart strategies. He automates them with tools. But at the root of his success is the strategy. Remember that, you guys. I love it. Absolutely. Yeah, Carrie, I'm totally fine with that. Thank you. Gene said Jason's a good old South Carolina boy. I love him.
We love
All
you
right,
too.
you guys, we'll
Gene.
see you on the side. Let's do this. Let's do
Brian,
this.
do you want me to stick around and answer some Q&As that I see popped up?
Will you do that? Vanessa's going to
Absolutely.
take some questions, you guys, right now. And I'm going to be here as well. And then Jason and I will jump in. But Vanessa, why don't you take a few? I'm going to have a sip of water, turn my camera off, and I'll be right back in like 2 minutes, you guys.
Okay. Well, one thing I see everybody keeping asking, and it was kind of hard to like type fast enough, is what all done for you services are included with your membership and what is the cost? So the great news is there's no additional cost for done for you service. The entire system, the entire method is built around time is money, and we want to give you back your time so that you can make more money, right? So we have a team of 15 professionals that take your marketing business from absolutely zero to fully operational basically for you. And that means as soon as you create an email address, right, that you're ready to market from, we take it from there. You give us your username and password to that email address inbox, not even set up with the platform yet. You can use any platform, but right now we're just talking about the email box. And we do a complete reputation warm up, which means we, from your brand new email, send warm up messages to our internal controlled list of recipients. Okay. We send emails from you to us where we open them, read them, click them, reply to them, etc. This tells the Google world, right, that the content you send from this email address is valid and desired. We mark it as safe sender. We say never spam. We have an entire process. So it takes about 5 to 7 days, but that sets you up for a warm email domain for when you start sending your campaigns, right? As you see on your screen, we have the done for you lead generation. We will give you a list every single day of every business that fits the criteria you ask for. What criteria can you search for? Think of a niche as like a keyword, restaurants. Huge. We had huge success with ERTC with restaurants. I know Jason, the crossover there with the restaurant stuff is keyed in, right? So you say, I want to talk to all the restaurants in Atlanta, Marietta, Smyrna, Canton, Woodstock, Georgia. Give us 5 cities in a state, and we will give you 100% of the businesses that are publicly available with information, right? But we don't just give you an email address. We tell you the business name, email address, phone number, physical address, web address, link to their Facebook page, link to their Facebook Messenger, their LinkedIn. Do they use Google Ads? So much data so that small batch is not just capping you, limiting you with emails, right? Just think of the power there. If you can send an email, follow up with a Facebook message, give them a phone call, send them a postcard. We give you all of that information. Every single day we'll pull a list for you. Next step, so you're ready to send those emails. We've got done for you campaign setup, present and sending management, right? So you tell us, you can either choose from the email campaigns we've already written for you that are available in the membership area, or you can say, I want to use this swipe because I'm promoting an affiliate product, or you can say, I've written my own emails. Here's a Google Doc with what I want you to say, right? We will take your email or our content in your account, your sender account that we've already warmed up for you with the list that we gave you, and we'll set up the email. 1 email blast day, 3 email touches, 5 touches, 10 touches, however long you want that campaign to go. We'll set it up, load the emails, do all the customization. And if you're providing the content, we even run it through another service we provide is the spam content reporting. We will run all content that you provide or the affiliate content swipe that you want us to run. We run it through that anti-spam, and then we fix it. So the emails that you're sending from your email address that we're sending for you are tested, clean. They're not going to hurt your reputation. They're going to skate through Google's filters that are blocking things from the inbox. So you're one of the few marketers, one of the few senders who actually hit that email box and not the junk folder, right? So we clean it up for you. That can be a standalone service. If you're just drafting content and you want to get it tested, we will check it, but we also check it before we do the Done For You campaign. And then after you've been sending campaigns, the next thing we do is we will monitor your domain's health for you. If you start seeing that your emails aren't hitting in the inbox or you're not getting opens and clicks like you were, contact our Done For You service. It's a very simple form. We will research your sender domain, check the health. Have you made it on a blacklist? Are there any warnings? Has somebody reported malware on your site? Any of the things that could knock you out of the inbox, we can research it, we can find it, then we turn around and tell you, hey, this is what we found, this is how we fix it. And we'll help you every step of the way. Certain things we can't go into your account and actually do for you, but our team is trained to, by your side, work with you until everything gets done. So that's the suite of Done For You services that you get as a small batch member. So I know I ran through that really quick. Let me check in questions to see if there are, let's see. Okay, so yes, the membership does start 30 days after the day you purchase. And so today is the day you purchase, right? So with selling EDDM postcards, I'll be selling 10 to 20 different niches in the same city. Only one business per niche. Will that work? Absolutely. Yes.
That's a great idea. Yeah, Carrie. Yep.
Hey, Brian.
Sorry.
Let's see. The warm up by itself is money. Bill Marks, I really appreciate you seeing the vision in that because it can make all the difference. We ran our testing with skipping warm up versus warming up the accounts. And so, yeah, the first thing we say, like if you've joined today and you log in, the very first thing you should do is get an email warmed up. Use the Done For You form. It's presented to you right there in the membership area. Jump in, let our team get started on that while you learn everything else, while you go through the course or the training or you decide which affiliate program you want to promote or what service you want to share with businesses or what niche you want to target. While you're figuring that out, let us be working for you so you're not spending any time, you're not wasting any time or losing time. Is the weight loss product a product that Brian has developed? Brian, you want to jump on that?
Yeah, for sure. It's more than a product. So it is a new company that I'm one of the co-owners. So it's not like an information product. It's not like a vitamin or something like that. But I have to keep my big mouth shut until they let me talk about it. But I got permission to tease in the spirit of teasing. And you guys can pretty much guess, I think, but I got the spirit to tease a little bit for now. And yeah, I mean, the cool thing about it is you look left or right, no matter where you are, at a mall, at a restaurant, anywhere, there are a lot of possible clients. I was on that cruise last week and y'all, everywhere I looked, I kept thinking, oh my God, client, prospect. It was phenomenal. But yeah, no, I'm one of the owners, and it'll have physical and an online option, so that you can do it virtually online, so to speak, and you end up meeting with a doctor and so forth. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool because yeah, I got to make sure I have my approved talking list. You guys, I got to keep my mouth shut or I'll get myself
All right,
in
I'll
trouble.
save you, Brian.
I would love to tell you everything I know about it. I promise you I would.
Well, I just checked. So we have 4 spots left for the charter membership. So I'll stick around and answer questions for folks if there's folks that want to claim those last 4 seats. We can go through that. And one question I've seen is, are we able to use prospect reach, Jason's prospect reach on this platform? And the answer is absolutely yes. The system can be worked with prospect reach. And Jason has agreed to train me on the system so that if you're one of his VIPs, because you're on this call right now, we will be able to provide done for you campaign setup in your prospect reach account for you. We can extend the done for you service to include prospect reach for you, because Jason's going to train me so that we can do it right and we can provide that service for you. So if you've already got prospect reach, this is great. And what I'd like to do is we're also going to add campaigns so that we can, if there are provided campaigns with prospect reach, we can add them to the done for you so that you don't even have to copy and paste over any content. We know what you want to do, and we're just going to go ahead and load it all up for you. So that's a special bonus. Thank you, Jason, for teaching me how to use that.
Absolutely. Thank you all for being willing to do that, because I know a lot of our members have that software, and I think that'd be perfect. And I know you all have also a lot of already done for you campaigns. So it's the perfect bridge. Like, it goes hand in glove. So I appreciate you all for doing that. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
hey,
no
Jace,
problem.
or Vanessa, what about this one? I think I know the answer to this. Carrie's asking, how quick can we get started? Vanessa, would you say next day? Same day or next day?
Oh, same day. Get your emails warming up.
Same day. All right, Carrie, I was being cautious.
Now, if you already have a warmed up email, you can get a campaign out same day. But if you're starting with a brand new email domain, please, please, please give us the 5 to 7 days to warm it up first, and then get your campaign out on the 7th day. That it's just going to get you much better results. But as far as getting started, you can definitely start today.
I love it. That's a good question. What else? All right. If we missed your question, go ahead and put like a Q or 3 Qs and lob it in again. I think we answered them all. Best thing to do is identify, does this make sense for me? Is it something that I'm missing that's kind of holding me back? Is having that help, having people to kind of help lead you, help you, providing done for you, not only in the emails, but the actual sending and doing of the work. If that you think it will help you, this is going to be a great idea. If you're already crushing it, I would honestly tell you, continue doing what you're doing. And I mean that. And if you're saying, well, Brian, I could add something else in. If you add this and you're already crushing it, let us do as much of the work as possible so you don't get distracted. Because I want you, focus is key. I have just come up with, I am focused on multiple streams of income. I have multiple focuses. I need to get you to that point, right? I need you to start thinking not as a doer, but as the, strategic analysis of your business, right? And so it's a little bit of a mindset shift. And I promise you, everybody that's successful looks at their businesses that way. The work in it, on it, right? We've all heard the analogies. You want to work on it. You don't want to work in it per se. Doesn't mean that you're not going to at some point, but I want you to focus on the strategy. I want you to focus on, so imagine an offer to restaurants, right? I want you to focus on the strategy, the offer level, not at, let me do this mundane task, right? It's important. I'll be honest, you guys, I'm actually a really good copywriter, but I mean, I'm not the best. I'm pretty good. I had turned over writing to Vanessa maybe a decade ago, about 10 years ago. And even on our side, Vanessa's turned over to some of our team that are in our DFY team a couple of years ago. So candidly, we have to get you doing where you add the most value to your business. We need to identify opportunities, lucrative opportunities. For instance, there's 1 year left in the ERC program. If you have any remote interest, I will make you an affiliate there, and we will get you up and running so you can make money there. We're going to be real laser focused on where you target, though. We're going to go after blue states that have a lot of government mandates, right? And I'll explain all that on a different call. But you don't have to pay anything. I'll set you up. You'll be able to use our model. You already see the clicks from the campaigns. It already works. It converts at a higher than 10% level, but you're going to get at least a new client every campaign, at least one, if not two clients every campaign. Facts. But I want to get you doing that if that's of remote interest. And then I want to build up some other streams of income. And that's the goal for you. All right, Vanessa, what else do we have? I think we took let's
Oh,
see, is the
Rod has a
weight?
really
No,
great question, and it's on the same vein. We've shared that we're going to help folks promote weight loss. We've shared that we're going to help people promote ERTC. The affiliate follow along portion of this course means that Brian is constantly vetting and finding quality affiliate offers that are great fits for small batch, and he brings them to you. He says, hey, this is a great opportunity for you as an affiliate. Here's how you sell it. He trains you on the platform and then tells you the best way to sell it, market it. And we do it with the Done For You campaign, so we'll mail for you. So it's not just weight loss. It's not just ERTC. I think, every 2 weeks, Brian, you've come up with a new...
Yeah, I've got, you guys may know Matt Basak. We used to share an office for many years together, and I'm going to bring Matt on a call. We're going to promote one of his offers. I'm going to have him approve everybody. We're going to use his campaigns. They convert really high. You're not going to make a gazillion dollars from it, but I want you to learn the mechanics of making money in the channel, right? I want you to, using the small batch model with affiliate marketing, I'm going to take a super proven offer from Basak, and I'm going to say, Matt, I've got, I don't know, 212 people. We're going to go after this. I want you to prove every one of them, even though you guys aren't established internet marketers. I'll let them know what we're doing. And more than likely, you know, we're pretty good friends. He'll approve all of you. And then you guys will be able to generate revenue from that campaign. We may go to Gene Calenda's on this call. Gene's got some phenomenal courses in the home improvement space. I want you to imagine taking a training course of Gene's, and we would get Gene to mark the price up. I want Gene to charge more, and then we'll split the revenue with Gene, and we'll sell them directly into the niches. Does that make sense? So Gene has a great roofing course. She has a great HVAC course, but I want her to increase the price on it so we can make more money per sale, and then we're going to go after it. But I know the content is fire, right? So these are the kind of things we're doing to build your multiple income. And the way we're getting the clients across the board is using a email system. And different than any email system, we're platform agnostic, and we're using an approach that I've been kind of playing with for a couple of years, and we just called it small batch. Y'all, that's what we're doing. Political, yeah. I mean, obviously, Roger, I'm in my third political campaign. I'm running one last go around for school board. They begged me to run again, and I have a Democratic opponent in the fall. I don't have a Republican opponent right now in the primary, but I will be doing some political stuff, and I'm happy to share and show you guys some ideas. We could do that as an aside. Anybody who's interested, I'm happy to share what's kind of working this go round in 24 versus, you know, past years, because it's a little bit different right now. You know, just cheating real quick, video and Facebook ads and social media ads are still working really well. Email to your base. I'm using it in a targeted way, but we can chat about that if that makes sense. Cool. Yeah, you can send emails to the US and Canada. The weight loss will only be in the US. Good question. Yeah, sorry, you guys. A lot of laws, you guys. A lot of lawyer-related laws. What else? All right. Somebody goes, what's EDDM? That's everyday. Is it everyday direct mail or every door digital mail? I always get confused, Carrie. Help me out. I think it's every door digital, every door direct mail, I believe.
Yeah, that's right, Brian.
I get confused, man. The acronym, you know, throws me for a loop sometimes.
I tell you guys.
All right, Carrie, give me the blessing.
Those that are still here. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are, Jace. Yes.
Yeah. But if you guys really believe in multiple streams of income, if you appreciate just flat out things that make money, you know, if you need a quick win, if you need some wins, if you need more revenue, more clients, increase in income. If you're struck for time, you don't really have a lot of time to do some of the things to grow your business. Like this is truly a system for you. And it's solid. It's really solid. And I really appreciate what you guys have put together, you and your team and Vanessa and everybody, Brian, because it's definitely a service that's needed. And I just think it's so unique how you're able to like canvas a lot of different markets and provide a done for you service, leveraging a channel to give business, which is email, that has stood the test of time. And then you all have figured out the nuances and details to get into the inbox, and just hats off to you. So kudos to everyone here that have joined, and thank you all, Brian, and your team. And this is good. This is of goodness.
Yeah, and hey, I want to leave you guys with Roger Weaver. Roger, you're Maryland, right? Roger's comment is, he goes, the main issue for some of us is squirrel. So think about what he's saying. It's like the shiny object, the distraction. So what I want you to do is focus as much as you can. It won't be perfect. You don't have to be perfect, right? But you have to kind of get in the door. You got to get it started. Let our team plug in. Let the squirrel be a new offer you send to a new campaign. Let that be the squirrel. And I think if you just shift what distracts you, oh, let me run this campaign to roofers. Oh, let me do this B2C weight loss offer. It's different lists. And remember, you don't have to have the list. We help create all the lists. We also do the sending for you as well on your account, not on ours. It's your links. Yes, you make all the money, not us. How do we make money? It's a good question. We charge you an upfront fee. Just to recap really fast, it's discounted on the call, right? On the call today, it's $997 the course. It's discounted $500. This will be the last time we do a discounted version. You won't see it at $497 again. So if you're remotely interested in what we're doing, you're in the right place. You're with Jason, one of the best guys I know. We would love to work with you and help you. So there's a big done for you element to it. We'll help you on the whole distraction side, but we're also letting you kind of reuse stuff that we're using, the exact same campaigns. I mean, I've done like, I've generated thousands and thousands of clients for the ERC business using the exact same emails here. Thousands and thousands of clients. So everything here is proven. We test it. We run new tests all the time. So why is that important? There may be something new. Like, let's say Jason's going to help us do something in the restaurant space. We'll take some of his ideas and then we'll run it on all the platforms, and we'll test out some campaigns, and we'll show you how they're performing, and we'll let you just sort of plug that into your arsenal. We basically become an extension of your team. If you don't have a team, we become the team behind you at some level. Cool. All right. Well, Jace, I think we hit them all, man. A lot of good questions. Fabulous audience today. And shout out, let's leave with Carrie. She's got a call out for you. I'll let you read this one out, man.
Well, look at this. Jason, I sold my first EDDM ads in the last 2 days. Now I need to connect the local growth system. Congrats, Carrie. That's awesome. That is awesome. Hey, Carrie, get a if you could, when you get a chance, get a post in the our school group, and let us know what you got going on, and that'd be a cool brainstorm to kind of jam on that. I think it'd be a good call too in our mastermind on how to connect those physical with the online digital coupons as well. So congrats on that. It's awesome. Good stuff. Well, Brian, Vanessa, team, everyone, thank you for coming out. Thank you for doing this call and just giving good gems and value to our community. Thanks for sharing this with our audience, and everyone on this call. I hope you've seen something of value today. And those who have jumped in, welcome, congratulations. It's going to be a great ride. And I do want to say, if you haven't already, since this or you don't have, basically what I'm saying is, this is a team that is trusted. I've been working with Brian and his team for years. I think we go back since what, maybe 2014, 2015 working together.
I
And,
think longer than that, Jay. Maybe it is only that long, but it feels
yeah, it's crazy, right? Crazy. But I just appreciate the way you all take care of your customers, and I just want you all to know, if this is your first experience working with Brian and his team, I promise you, you're in good hands. You're truly, truly in good hands. And this is someone I trust. And Brian, I'm looking forward to linking up, when you come to.
No, me too.
Miami.
Yeah, well, my dad's got he's unfortunately has cancer, and so we go to a specialty doctor right near you, and so we'll go get a bite. And hey, really quick, you guys, pretty responsive group. We capped it at 50 with our special bonus. I'm just going to extend it. We're right almost at 25. If you get in the first 50, I'm going to invite you in for this bonus. So I don't want anybody to feel that one left, two left stuff. We are limited it to 50. So as Jason sends out some emails, when we hit 50, this offer may end at any time. And it's really because we will try to go the extra mile. We will customize. We will work with you. And I think that's going to be a difference maker for you. But thank you for letting me come on today, Jason. It's good being here, and it'll be better when we get a bite and kind of meet up again. So I look forward to it.
Yeah, likewise, man. Awesome, everybody. Well, welcome. And hey, makes sense. You see the value, which I'm sure you do. You're still here. Go to smallbatchsystem.com/Jason. So that's all I got. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, see ya.
Have a good one. Bye.